Are you a developer who's trying to find the best approach to prepare your code changes for a release to production automatically? Well, Harness CD is all you need. Hi, I'm Om Prakash, and in this beginner friendly video, I'll help you to get started with the Harness CD platform quickly. As a prerequisite for this demo, we'll use the Harness Community CD Pipeline sample repo on GitHub. And this repo has all the instructions and required YAML and manifest files to help you onboard with Harness CD. So fork it by clicking on fork. As I already have a fork, let me go to my fork and then head over to app.harness.io. To get started, click sign up with email. Enter the email forceops@gmail.com and give it a password. You also have other options to sign up. Now let's click sign up. So Harness will send you a verification email. So check your inbox and click verify. And then go to app.harness.io and sign in with the new email which we used to sign up with. It's forceops@gmail.com. Enter the password, click sign in. So from the welcome page, let's first create a project. Click on project, give it a name, harness-community. You can also add description and tags. Click on save and continue. You can also invite people to collaborate from your team. Save and continue. Choose continuous delivery module and then click start free plan. So before creating a pipeline, let's take the delegate first approach. So what is Delegate? Delegate performs all deployment operations and it runs as a service in your target infrastructure. And for this demo, you'll need a local Kubernetes cluster. So create a Delegate. Let's choose Kubernetes. Click on continue. You can choose the delegate size. Let me choose laptop and give the delegate a name. You can install Delegate with different permissions. Let me choose the admin level permission and choose Kubernetes installer. Additionally, you need tokens for encrypted communication. Either you can create one or use the default one and click continue. So either you can download the manifest file or copy the contents of the manifest file. Let me download it. So let me switch to terminal. Let's check the downloaded file. ls downloads harness delegate and kubectl. But yeah, before running that, let's click continue. You can apply the manifest file to your Kubernetes cluster by running kubectl apply. So let's run that. -f downloads harness-delegate.yaml. Hit enter. Now all the delegate resources will be created on our cluster. A new namespace is created, harness-delegate-ng. So let's check that. kubectl get pods-n harness-delegate-ng. Continue creating. It's just been 13 seconds. Let's run it with -w. Okay, so let's wait for the delegate pod to run successfully. All right, so our delegate is running, and let's check the heartbeat. So basically, delegate will send a heartbeat to harness manager, which we can see in the UI. Delegate installed successfully, which means harness manager were able to receive a heartbeat from the delegate that we deployed. Now let's create secrets. Click new secret and select text. So let's create a secret for git-pat, get the git personal access token, and then copy the value here. Optionally, you can give a description and tag, click save. Let's create one more secret for Docker Registry. Text, Docker-pat, give the token that you created on Docker. Hub, click save. So let's try to modify the value of the Docker secret. So once it's saved, you can retrieve. All you can do is you can paste the value again. So let me do that. Click on save. So now let's create connectors. So with connectors, it's easy to connect to other platforms to pull in artifacts, sync with repos, etc. And for this demo, we'll create two connectors. So click new connector, choose GitHub, give it a name, git hyphen connectors, click continue, URL type account, connection type HTTP, and then paste your GitHub account URL, github.com/omprakash. And then in the test repository, let's give the name of the fork repo, that is cd-pipeline-sample, and click continue. Give the username, it's omprakash. Yeah, for authentication, we'll be using username and token access. So let's select the Git secret we created earlier, apply, and then enable API access. Select the Git secret again. Click continue. Connect through a harness delegate. Choose that option. Continue. Select use any available delegates, and the delegate we deployed is chosen. Save and continue. So let's test the connection. Perfect, it's successful. So click finish, and yeah, let's create one more connector. Click on new connector, choose Docker Registry, give it a name, Docker-connector, click continue. So let's use the Docker Registry URL, and so if you have a private registry, you can also give the URL, and you can choose the Docker secret, but for us, yeah, it's a public repo. Let me choose anonymous, connect through a harness delegate, use any available delegate, and let's test the connection. It's successful, and click on finish. So now it's time to create a pipeline that will deploy a simple Kubernetes application. Import from Git, give it a name, test KTS, choose the Git connector, apply, and type in the forked repo name, cd-pipeline-sample. Now harness will load the available branch. Let's choose main. Change the YAML path, it's pipeline.yaml. It's there available in the forked repo. Click import. So we created a pipeline by importing a YAML configuration file from our Git source. Now click on test KTS. Click Git deploy. That's the stage. So let's create a service. As we are planning to deploy a simple Nginx application, let's give it a name Nginx. Click save. And the deployment type is Kubernetes. So manifest and other objects are created while importing the YAML configuration. Click on edit to check the details. It uses Git connector. Click continue. Repo, CD pipeline sample, main branch, and this is where the manifest files are present. Click submit and check the values. Click edit. Continue. Again, the same repo that we used. Now let's check the artifacts. Click on edit. Docker connector that we created is selected. Give it the image path, library slash nginx. So now let's specify the details of the target cluster. Click on new environment, select a pre-prod type, give it a name, deploy, env, and click save. So let's create a Kubernetes connector. Click on new connector, give it a name, Kubernetes infra, continue. Let's choose the existing delegate that we created with admin privileges. Click continue. Now choose the delegate that we created earlier, hc-delegate, save and continue. Successful. Click on finish. Now click continue. So rollout deployment is the execution strategy that we are going to use in this pipeline. And yeah, let's click on save. So as we imported this pipeline from Git, Harness will also update the GitHub repo with the changes that we made right now. So let's check the details once. Servers, infrastructure, execution, rollout deployment. Now let's run the pipeline. Click on run. So let's choose a tag. Now Harness will fetch all the tags and display it here. You can check that, or let's directly type latest. Now click on run pipeline. So yeah, the pipeline job is running, and let's check the execution output. Click on console view. So Nginx service started. Now the delegate that we deployed on our infra is going to fetch all the details. Here it's fetching in the artifact info. It uses Docker Registry, image library slash nginx. And then infrastructure, where we created a Kubernetes cluster connector. And yeah, now the deployment started. It's going to fetch the manifest files. And yeah, let's check it in terminal by running kubectl get deployments. Perfect. It got deployed, and let's wait for it to come up. Let's run the command again, kubectl get deployments. It's ready and running. Now let's wait for it to finish. So yeah, with this we deployed a simple Nginx application on our Kubernetes cluster. And it's wrapping up. Let's check the details once. It's done. Now click on execution history. So Harness makes it easier for you to check the execution status of all the pipeline runs. You can see the success rate, how long it took, and you can also create triggers which can automatically start executing this pipeline whenever there's a push to your Git source. And yeah, this is just a beginning, and there's much more to explore within Harness CD to deliver software more efficiently. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to Harness community channel for more such videos.